Hey guys, welcome to another Meal Prep Monday video where I share with you guys the high protein meals that I'm prepping for this week for myself to stay in my calorie deficit for my weight loss goals. So hopefully you will enjoy these recipes and get some ideas from it, and hopefully you guys in the comments can give me some ideas of your own. So let's just jump right in. So the first meal we're going to prep is what I call my spicy spaghetti squash with shrimp. Now guys, don't make fun of me. I every time when I try to cut a squash, it's always so hard for me. So if you guys have any tips on how to make this easier, let me know. I've tried different knives to try to cut through this squash and, you know, try to cut it open so I can roast it, but every time it's just so hard for me, and eventually you see that I just give up and I start, you know, with the knife in hand, I just start banging it on my counter. I start off with my glass cutting board, and then I moved the glass cutting board, and I was like, no, I need to bang this on the counter to just at least try to get the knife through, because it's just so hard to cut a squash. For me, it's just so hard. So if y'all have any tips, let me know, because I find it hard to do that. But anyways, I'm prepping the spaghetti squash to bake it in the oven. And at first I wasn't even a fan of spaghetti squash, but I actually like the taste of it. It really does take the flavor of any sauce that you put on it. So if you're kind of hesitant on doing spaghetti squash because you think you might not like it, definitely try it, because like I said, whatever sauce or whatever thing you put on it, it takes that flavor, and it kind of tastes like you're just eating spaghetti. Not completely eating spaghetti, but it kind of takes the flavor of the sauce, like I said. So So for this prep meal, I'm using 2 bags of shrimp. You don't need to use this much, but I'm making actually 4 of these prep meals, and I'm dividing the 2 bags of shrimp between the 4. So it's basically like I'm taking 1 bag and dividing it into 2, because I'm making high protein meals for myself now. That's why I have so much protein in it. And actually with shrimp, you can eat a lot, and it's very low in calories and has a higher protein. So for me, I'm using like 1 bag for 2 meals because I want a high protein diet. But if that's too much shrimp for you, you can basically divide 1 bag into 3 meals if you want to. But like I said, I'm doing all my high protein now. Those are basically like my meals now, is to have higher protein for my weight loss and fitness goals, and it keeps me fuller longer having more higher protein. So that's why you always see me with a lot of the chicken and a lot of the shrimp. So that way I get full faster, and eating a lot of protein also helps that with my, with my fitness as well. So like I said, if this is too much shrimp for you as far as per meal, then again, you could just take 1 bag and divide it by 3. But like I said, I like the higher protein, and I like a lot of shrimp anyways. So I'm dividing 1 bag into 2 meals. So that's why I have 2 bags for these 4 meals. And for me, I'm also going to make some sauce from scratch. You can use any kind of spaghetti sauce that you like, but for me, I like to get crushed tomatoes and make my own kind of spaghetti sauce. So in the juices that the shrimp came in, I added some garlic to it, and I sauteed it up, and then I'm going to add the crushed tomatoes to it. And then I'm going to add more flavor. I'm going to add my own flavors to it, because for me, this is a healthier way of making spaghetti sauce than to buy it at the store, because you don't know what they're going to put into it. And so that's why I put my own stuff in it. Right here, you see me putting crushed red pepper flakes. That's what makes it spicy. And I also put some parsley flakes in there. You don't have to use the red pepper flakes. If you don't like your stuff spicy, you can just skip this, or you could put less than what I did, but I like mine really spicy, so that's why I put that in it. And then also you can salt it with salt and pepper as well, and you could put whatever, seasonings you want for your sauce. Now the spaghetti squash came out the oven, and I'm scooping 1 cup of spaghetti squash into each prep meal. And all you have to do is take a fork and kind of pull, shred the spaghetti squash, and it just comes in like little shreds, like little spaghetti strings, and it really pulls away from the skin so easily. Once you bake it up, it just pulls away so easily, and you can scoop it into your bowls. And like I said, it makes like these little strands of spaghetti. It's really easy to make and really easy to prep. Like I said, this is the first time I've used it, not in this meal, but this year was the first time I tried it, and I really like how easy it is, the versatility of it, and how low calories it is. So I'm doing a cup for each prep meal. But then I seen that once I put a cup for each of my prep meals, I had about a cup left. So instead of just saving the cup into a meal I probably won't use, I just decided to take that last cup and divide it into each of the prep meals. So it's basically like a cup and a fourth. But like I said, spaghetti squash is so low in calories. You can probably eat more than that and it'll still be low in calories. Now, when it comes to the spaghetti sauce, when I was scooping it into the prep meals, I started off with the fourth, and then I ended up actually putting a half a cup of the spaghetti sauce for each prep meal. This is up to you guys. It depends on how you guys want it. Some people like a lot of sauce, some people like a little bit of sauce, but it all depends on how you guys want it. But I decided that I wanted a half a cup of the sauce on mine. And really, this sauce is so low in calories because I made it from scratch and it's from fresh, crushed fresh tomatoes. So it's actually low in calories. So if you want to use a half a cup, that's perfectly fine. You'll still stay lower in your calories. But again, it's up to you if you want to do a fourth or a half. But when I share with you guys the calorie count at the end of this recipe, it will be with a half a cup of the sauce. And then I just divided my shrimp evenly into each prep meal. Like I told you guys, this is all up to you how much shrimp you guys want. Like I said, I like a lot of shrimp and I wanted to have a high protein meal so I stay fuller faster. So that's why, like, again, I divided mine into, 2 bags into 4 meals. Now, the calorie and protein count for this spicy spaghetti squash with shrimp meal is 191 calories with 25 grams of protein, guys. This meal is only 191 calories with 25 grams of protein. Such a good low calorie, high protein meal. I love this meal. It's delicious. Definitely try spaghetti squash if you haven't tried it before because you might like it. The next meal that I'm prepping is actually a family favorite, but it's also a great high protein meal, and it's slow cooker chicken taco meat. For this, you can put 3 to 4 chicken breasts, depending on their size, and 2 packets of fajita seasoning of your choice. I always get the Great Value one. And then you're gonna put some diced tomatoes, and you want to get the regular diced tomatoes, not the Italian one. So you're gonna get just the regular diced tomatoes, and then mix it all together and put it in your crock pot for at least on high for 3 to 4 hours, or you could put it on low for 7 to 8 hours. Once your meat is done cooking, take 2 forks and start shredding your chicken. You can also take your chicken and put it in the stand-up mixer, or get one of your hand mixers, and you can shred your chicken that way. But I didn't feel like making more dishes, so I was like, I'll just get 2 forks and I'll start shredding it. And once it's cooked fully, it starts to tear apart easily, so it doesn't really take that much time to just take 2 forks and just shred them apart. For this dish, I like using these tortillas that are 0 net carbs, and they're only 60 calories a tortilla, and you can use them eating them soft. You can make a soft taco, but what I like to do whenever I make this chicken meat is I like to cut these tortillas up in like kind of pizza shapes, kind of like little chips or pizza shapes, and I like to bake them and toast them, and it gives like a different flavor. I don't know how to explain it, but like once you toast a flour tortilla or any tortillas, they take a different flavor, and it just, for me with this chicken meat, I just love having it toasted, and then I kind of eat it like like a little dip, and my girls love it that way too. But you can use whatever flour tortilla you want, whatever kind of chips you want, or you can get these that are like lower in carbs, and you can actually, like I said, you can eat them soft, make it into a soft taco, or you could do it like this. But definitely try this if you've never tried it before. Try baking them, cutting them into little like triangles and baking them, and eating your chicken mixture like this, because it tastes really good. I like to use plain Greek yogurt instead of sour cream because it's healthier for you and it has more protein than sour cream. And then for me, I always like to mix some avocado and lime juice with my Greek plain yogurt and have this as a mixture that I add to my little toasted chips and then the meat. So that's how I like to eat it. I like to toast the tortillas up, add a layer of this mixture that I'm making right now, and then add the chicken on top of it, and it's so good. If you've never tried it, you should try it. It tastes so good to me. So that's how I eat mine. But like I said, you could take this mixture and eat it with chips, eat it with tortillas, have a soft taco, add any toppings you want. But for me, I wanted to share with you guys how I eat it, and I like to use plain Greek yogurt instead of, sour cream, and I like to mix it with avocado and lime and then use it kind of like a glue basically onto the tortilla chip, and then add my chicken on top, and that's how I like to eat it, and it's so delicious. So for the chicken taco meat mixture, it is 140 calories and 19 grams of protein for every half a cup. I like to do 3/4 of a cup. So you'll see me in my prep meal, I'm putting a half a cup and then I'm putting a half of that cup. So it's like 3/4 because I like to get more protein in mine. But again, like I said, if you want to try this and you're eating the meat mixture and you're eating a half a cup, it's 140 calories, a half a cup with 19 grams of protein. So I've always loved twice baked potato recipes. They are like so delicious and I love them, and I wanted to create a version of them that are higher in protein and lower calories. So what I did was, first you're gonna need is 8 tenders because it's gonna make 4 prep meals, and I'm gonna use some ranch seasoning to season them on both sides. I am gonna make this in my air fryer, but you can also cook this in the oven. I just wanted to make it faster in my air fryer, but because I have a smaller air fryer, I have to cook it in batches because I can only do 4 at a time. So that's what I'm gonna do. So for the potato mixture, I'm gonna do a mixture of instant potatoes and also rice cauliflower, and I've shared this with you guys in my cowboy butter bowls from Michaela's recipe, where she mixes the rice cauliflower and the instant mashed potatoes to get her mashed potato fix, but lower in calories. If you don't like the instant stuff, you guys can definitely do this step with fresh potatoes and fresh cauliflower. I just like the convenience of the instant and of the instant mashed potatoes, and also the microwavable bags of the rice cauliflower, and that's what Michaela uses, and she's had great results in her fitness goals, so that's why I use it. But again, if you don't like this instant stuff, you guys can take fresh potatoes and fresh cauliflower for this step. But I'm basically dividing the whole bag of cauliflower into the 4 prep meals, and it's about 1/4 of a cup. And then I'm going to take the instant mashed potatoes, and I'm actually going to take a half a cup of the instant mashed potatoes and divide it into each of the bowls. If you feel like this is too much mashed potatoes for you, you can also do a 1/4. So you could do a 1/4 of the cauliflower and the 1/4 of the mashed potatoes if you want to do it that way. I like my potatoes, so I did half a cup. And for my meals, I always want things to stay under 400 calories. And with doing a half a cup, this meal does stay under 400 calories. So you guys will see. So basically, I'm mixing those two together. Now I'm taking my chicken, and it's going to be 2 tenders for each of the bowls. Again, this is a lot of chicken, but like I said, I'm eating a lot of more higher protein meals, and it keeps me fuller faster, and it's just better for fitness all around. So you're going to take 2 tenders, chop them up for each bowl. And the tenders that I use are the bag tenders that you can get at Walmart. They come, usually they say there's like 11 to 12 pieces in there, and they're like 4 ounces, and they're like 100 calories each piece. So each of these you'll get is 200 calories with the protein, but it gives you a lot of protein anyway. So I'm just going to cut them up and add them to each of my prep bowls. Now this step you don't necessarily have to do because you do have cauliflower in it, and that gives you your veggie, but I like to add more veggies to mine and get some more veggies in my day, and so I wanted to add broccoli to this, and just like with the stuffed potatoes, they have broccoli in them. But what I would say is I added a 1/4 of a cup. I added a half of a cup of broccoli to each bowl, and I think next time I'm going to do a 1/4 of a cup because basically the broccoli really overpowered this dish. If you do love the taste of broccoli, then definitely do a half a cup, but I felt like it overpowered it, so next time I'll just do a 1/4. And then I'm adding some seasoning, some ranch seasoning, about a teaspoon of ranch seasoning to each meal, and also 2 tablespoons of Colby Jack cheese. Mix it all together, and then add some Colby Jack cheese on top. And then when you're ready for this, you just put it in the microwave and melt the cheese, and that's it. One thing I did forget to add in this mixture is Greek yogurt. I should have added in the mixture to make it a little bit more creamy, and it would have bumped up the protein, and I forgot. So next time I will add it into the mixture, but I just added it on top before I ate it. But this is delicious too. It's a lot. It's very filling. Some of you guys might even eat all of this, but this is a good dish. I really like it. It does taste like, you know, my twice baked potatoes, but in a healthier version. So I really like how this came out. And this meal is 388 calories with 52 grams of protein, guys. This is very filling. It gives you a lot of protein. It's still under 400 calories and it was so delicious. That's it for today's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below which recipe you guys are going to be making and give me some ideas on some healthier recipes. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Hey guys, don't forget to click on the picture in the middle of the screen so you can subscribe to my channel and get notifications on all the new videos that I put out. And check out these other 2 videos that I have posted on my channel on either side of my picture. Have a great day.